anything anime, somewhat, with the normal cartoonish things. Bobobo was certainly a high point for me. I watched personally every episode that they showed, though I wish they would have continued.
Well, it finished.
Yeah, they did.
Sort of. I like to believe that there is more out there.
Oh yes, young at heart dreams so much.
I know. I'm
not
still
anime.
young and foolish,
Yes.
and I shall continue
turn-
to be foolish, if not young.
Ah yes.
Well, probably for me, like the biggest lineup that I would have to say was back when Tom 2 was running it all. Because to me, I mean, I'm just the sucker for like more of the older classics, but excluding Sailor Moon because I'm not that type of guy to go towards girls in skimpy uniforms trying to save the
Oh.
Hey, we all watched it, man. We all
come on.
watched
You
it.
like Sailor Moon. You know
No,
it.
it's
Into
just
it,
it just tries so hard to be a all-female group version of the Power Rangers, but with sailor uniforms. But aside
Uh,
from
if you
You
want
expect-
If you want to see like an all-girl version of Power Rangers, watch the live-action Sailor Moon series.
but
Power
anyways,
Rangers with glitter.
Ah.
but back
It's
to
pretty.
what I was saying. Like the Gundams, and especially when probably my favorite moment had to be at least the Midnight Run, because
Absolutely.
you would try to sneak up like real late at night. I was still 10, and I would get up like real late at night just to turn on the TV. Yes, I occasionally got in trouble and got on restriction just because of that, but just to get to see like most of the uncut like Gundam Wing, and I think they occasionally did like the uncut DBZ every now and then, but they did have like shows that they didn't premiere during the afternoon because it was mostly violent, like Gundam 0083, and then there was like the MS 80th team or something. I can't remember what.
Eighth MS team. If I may.
8th MS team, that's right. But anyways, but yeah, it was
Yeah.
probably just
Midnight
when
Run
Tom
rules.
2 was running it all. Anyways,
Was-
go ahead.
Was Midnight Run when exactly?
Several years. The
Well, I
first
mean,
one was in
Oh,
2000. No, the first one was in 1999 when Tom 1 first showed up, and then the weekday one was in 2000 until I think sometime in whenever Adult Swim took over the slot. I think sometime in 2002 actually.
Next discussion on the podcast. There's like a lot of people that have a lot to say about how Toonami ended, so the next discussion is, what are your thoughts on Toonami's end?
I think it's a shame because Toonami was just a great blog, and I think it was kind of groundbreaking because it kind of brought more people into anime and just kind of I guess gave anime a little more of an exposure, like on a higher level, and just look for anime today, and we might have thanked Toonami for it, and now it's gone. So I don't know what's going to happen next.
Okay, it is a shame, but I have to say I kind of saw it in a way, because quite frankly, over the years, its fan base has been dwindling lower and lower as to fit a younger audience, in my opinion. And really, it lost all anime, and quite frankly, it just seemed like its fan base, kids aren't as interested in Toonami as we were when we were younger. We're like, ooh, this is cool, different. But now it's all about Ride Dynamite or whatever they have now. So
Fried
I
Dynamite?
kind of saw that out of it.
Well, I did kind of see it coming to a certain degree. Not to say I'm clairvoyant, but it was certainly pretty hard on me when I got the news from Chad. And so I mean I've taken it really good though. I'm not going around going, oh my god, it's over, and curse you, Cartoon Network, because frankly I've got a life now, sort of. I mean, I'm doing a podcast, but yeah, and I've been able to deal with it really well. It sucks, but I'm not gonna take this fork I'm holding right now and stab it into my Yeah, well, that's best left unsaid on this podcast, but you know.
Well, yeah, like everybody said, the signs were there. They were definitely there. And when Cartoon Network announced they got a new block coming along, it's like, oh, who knows how long Toonami's going to last now. And
Yeah,
I got to say, it had such a great legacy over the years that I'm not incredibly sad to see it go, but the way it went out was just so pathetic. It was just so, it went out with a whimper. Should have gone out with a bang.
I
Well,
concur.
it technically did go out with a bang, now didn't it? Yeah. But,
Dangly
you know,
parts.
Play on words.
darn it. It's like that whole night goes on, and people on Toonzone had heard that there was going to be news earlier in the week. We heard tale that there was going to be a big announcement, or an important announcement. That's how it was defined. An important announcement during Toonami, and in the 10:30 time
Yeah.
slot. And
Yeah.
then the morning before, Toonzone finds out because of the Anime Weekend Atlanta panel.
We had
that we had a correspondent, Chad, one of the
Toonami mods and reporters.
one of the Toonami mods and reporters, and he got the word that they were going to cancel Toonami that night. So everybody sat there and watched both episodes of Naruto and watched the Ben 10, Alien Force, then came to Samurai Jack, and everybody's like, well, what's the deal? Everything's fine. And then end of Samurai Jack. Final bumper. It just, bam, it's over. What happened? Doesn't make any sense. I don't like it, but then again, I can accept it because most things don't last 11 years in television. Certainly not. And Toonami's got a legacy that lasts, and it's affected the whole industry. The anime industry, the animation industry wouldn't be the same without Toonami. But
Yeah.
just to end like that, it seems so pathetic. And I really just have to frown upon Cartoon Network for ending it in that fashion.
Anything you want to put in, Toon Lord?
Well, I personally did not see the final Toonami broadcast thing. Once they had changed Tom again, I kind of sort of strayed away. I would watch Naruto and stuff, but I honestly could not stand what they did with Tom. I saw the final bumper on YouTube. I think they could have done a lot more with it.
Mm-hmm.
What I remember about Toonami was the variety of shows that they had in their blocks. I remember as a kid waiting to come home from school to watch anime, and also thanks to Toonami, I was introduced to some of my favorite shows like Dragon Ball Z, Gundam Wing, G Gundam, 8th MS Team, Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin, Zoids, list goes on and on. And also I remember Tom, the host. I remember originally it was Moltar from Space Ghost, and as the years went by, Toonami got a new host in Tom, and Tom has stuck with Toonami up until the end, going through some various evolutions. And Tom was also an important part of Toonami since he was the host for many, many, many years. And all I gotta say is, miss you, Tom. Miss you, Toonami.